What's up, everybody?
Hi. Oh, I
Kim,
just messed
Kim
the
is loud today.
box.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. She's
I got a lot going on.
breaking into my mints here.
They're not mints.
They're okay. So there's a lady.
They're these delicious things.
There's a lady at our church who always hooks me up with these. They're Manduka honey drops, and they're fantastic.
What is
so
Manduka?
if you're listening, Elizabeth, thanks a mill.
What is Manduka?
I don't know, but they're amazing. I use them all the time. And she gets them for me, and
That's beautiful.
It's near and dear to my heart. So you're the best
and I still
around.
Because I didn't grab a
Nothing
Werther's.
in the world will get you down.
What's that from?
Rocky.
No, I was gonna say.
And every other movie that has like any
Pokemon?
sort of like montage
that's
that the person's gonna win.
Boxing.
I'm gonna win.
I got a weird one.
No, that's fine. That's how they are. Yeah, they're just kind of goofy. You just gotta go for it.
Okay.
Not gonna sound weird.
I'm fine.
It's fine.
I'm fine.
It's fine.
Guys, we're sitting in darkness today.
It is not darkness. You're like the third person that said that.
Because you're normally like windows wide open, and
I just closed my blinds is what I did, and they're black, so that doesn't help. But then I put covers over my fluorescent lights because it drives me nuts. Like it's just
so
too bright in here.
Why blue? They're like a blue tint for those who.
So
literally everybody listening.
And they need ironed because you can see all the creases in them or whatnot. That's on the list of things to do.
Is it fabric?
Yeah. So and then it's got like magnets on it, and it just goes over the top of it. And blue light is really good for you. So I don't know if you knew that or
I
not.
have blue light glasses.
Yeah, same
filter out the blue
concept.
light.
So like, hey, if I just fall asleep, it's like
Jordan, you have had low key napping vibes today.
I'm probably like you. I haven't been around people a lot. So everybody's back. Like my wife went back to school because she teaches. I didn't go back this year. I'm actually a student this year.
Yeah.
But like I'm not, and my kids are at school. So I like walk. I'm like,
hello.
And it's fine because I'm getting stuff done. But at the same time, I'm like, hi, people.
I don't feel. I have. Well, okay.
You want to finish that sentence?
No, I don't. I got distracted because I'm trying to find.
How about you finish that sentence and then pick up your phone and do whatever it is that you were doing? All right, I'll do the intro. How about that? Hey, you guys are listening to Grease and Grace. My name's Jordan, and my fabulous co-host across the table from me is the one and only Chef Kim.
Rolling in her ADHD hard right now.
As you know, every week we take on a new topic. We dive into the greasy and graceful aspects of this life we live in. Sometimes it's current events or pop culture or just a thing we know nothing about, but we want to talk about it. So get off my back, Karen. Anyway, Kim usually gives a question before we give a topic. So
okay.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, but I don't know where it went, so I have another one. Oh, maybe I saved it. It's fine. I've got a different one.
All right. Oh, look, a tree. You guys want to see me do a trick? Guess what?
I have been recently, like, becoming more aware of my, like, ADHD.
Your awkwardness.
And, like, what it's doing.
I don't think you're awkward. I just think you're like bubbly.
I move so fast from one topic to the next. But the problem that I have been really, like,
well, sometimes those bubbles pop.
Well, they do. They pop often. But I'm very effervescent.
Oh, that's a good word. I'm going to have to look that up and define that.
But so like ADHD, you have like these random like.
Oh, effervescent means
things.
giving off bubbles.
Yeah, I'm effervescent.
All right.
So with ADHD, there's all these like weird like side effects things, as you know, because we've talked about it.
Yeah.
And as of recently, I've been made aware that one of the like side effects, if you will, of ADHD is not being able to properly time things. Like I don't have a time awareness. I think that I have more time than what I actually do.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like running on all cylinders because I have so many things that I've been trying to do, but then I have nothing to do, or I don't do anything because I have it all to do. That's where I'm at right now.
Sounds crazy.
And so I just have all these thoughts floating in my head. And also it's been a really quiet day. So
right.
Like,
so we're both like in that mode. Like, hey, you want to talk to me for a while? Okay, let's talk.
Jordan is real low key. And if I don't talk to anybody, the second that I see somebody, I'm like, people.
Yeah. That's the problem is like Bethany will look at me and she'd be like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. She's like, something's wrong. And I'm like, It's just going to take me a while to kind of ramp back up into people world. So
I've got plenty of it. I've got plenty of it for both of us.
All right. So the question of the day.
Our question.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you could merge.
I thought you were going to say murder. I was like, I don't think we could do that. I don't think that question, we haven't gotten canceled yet, but
we haven't.
Here we go. All right.
We also haven't been sponsored yet. So
yeah. If you guys want to give me your money, that'd be great.
But anyways, no, not if murder. If you could merge two animals to make a new species.
Oh, like a liger from
yes,
Napoleon
but
Dynamite.
Let's be more creative than that, Jordan.
Oh,
you're a creative mind.
Oh, two animals together.
Yeah,
I feel like you've thought about this.
I haven't.
Oh,
this
okay.
is fresh to me too.
Two animals together. Well, we do this with dogs all the time, but they're the same species.
Yeah,
we're like, I like that poodle, but I also like a Great Dane.
Like
we'll call it a poodle Dane. That's stupid.
A great doodle.
It still bothers me. It still bothers me to this day that people are okay with this. Like that there are people that sit there and look at two dogs and they're like, hey man, I like your dog. And he's like, oh, I like yours. You know what we could do? Nope, that's not okay. You guys need to back that up.
That's not a real mix, is it? Oh wait.
A poodle Dane?
Yeah.
What do they call it?
A great danoodle.
Great danoodle. Ooh, are they good looking or no?
They kind of look like one looks like a sheepdog.
A great. Oh,
they
what did you call it? A danoodle?
Oh, great danoodles.
I can't stand poodles.
They look at that. They look like a sheepdog. That's what it looks like. I would get a great danoodle.
That kid rides. That dog rides a short bus.
So I've heard from a lot of vets that say that they don't like any kind of poodle mix dog.
Oh man,
there's something about like they're really smart, but then like something happens.
If I could merge any two animals, okay, here's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm taking something from the ocean. And something from the land.
Me too.
And I want them to be like able to be like.
What if I took a bird?
Here we go.
Like a cassowary bird. Have you ever heard of those? They're mean.
Yep.
They're mean looking birds. And mix it with a dolphin.
Oh man.
Whoa.
It's just wild. That's wild to think about. And it flies, and then all of a sudden just
it can swim
right into the water.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And you're like,
that's also how
you talk about terror. You talk about being afraid of everything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be afraid of that.
Because I too. I was like, I want to take something that can't be in the ocean.
See, I was thinking like a lion.
Oh,
and like a piranha.
Oh. Well, lions are kind of piranhas.
How would that even come out? Like yours at least was somewhat like close. Even though this dolphin's gonna have like little tiny feet, you know, like it's good that I was like
gonna have a dolphin tail and the wings.
I feel like AI could generate some great images here.
Do you have AI that can do that?
Yeah.
My AI can't create, but I don't pay for AI.
What did you? What were the two?
A dolphin. With a cassowary, I think is what
cassowary.
Cassowary, yeah. CA. Oh wait,
C-A.
no, that's not the same dog. That's not the same. Oh, that's a weird looking bird. That's not the bird I was thinking of.
That bird is wild.
That's not the bird I was thinking of. What are they called?
I'm just gonna go a bird. I'm just gonna go bird.
Dolphin bird.
And I don't know.
What do you mean? A piranha?
Piranhas. A lion and a piranha. That's just crazy. That's the king of the.
I am a piranha. They live in the Amazon. Do you know that movie?
That's the king of.
It's like a Lisa Frank.
I showed Kim a picture of a bird and a dolphin put
together. It's a little bit more dolphin forward.
It's wild. Do you want me to send this to you so you can put it on?
We need to put our pictures of our animals. New species. Yeah. I want to see what a piranha lion looks like.
I'm gonna send this to you because then you can use it with our high school pictures.
For some reason.
That does look like a Lisa Frank picture gone south.
For some reason in my head I'm imagining just one of those anglerfish as a lion mixed with a piranha. Is that your final answer though?
Yeah, I mean, like probably something like that would be, ideal.
I'm trying to remember the name of this.
I'd have to really sit down and give this some thought. Like, if you really wanted me to, because it's kind of like movies where you have to like walk the video store to get to an answer. Like, I really got to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I guess I can accept that.
Oh my word! Look at this. Look at this.
Whoa, that's intense. Is that a salmon? That looks more like a salmon.
That's a lion and a piranha.
Wow.
He's only got one back foot though. That's not,
okay.
Short bus.
Well, not everybody needs to have all.
All right,
of
we're gonna post these, and then we're gonna ask for you guys to give us
AI
yours.
can create.
Oh yeah, or have AI create it for you. Use Gemini. Google Gemini. It creates good pictures.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have it.
Yes. There you go. There's the tip of the day.
How
If
do
you
you
want a
get
good picture from artificial intelligence, use Google Gemini. And Google Gemini, contact me and sponsor our
Where do you get
podcast.
Google Gemini.
Give me all
on
your money.
Google?
Just it's gemini.google.com.
I just need to download it. I have
Yep,
a Google
just
phone.
do that. That's fine.
I
I
phone
can't believe
has
I'm product dropping on here like this. I'm not even getting any residue from it.
Residuals.
Where's my residue?
Oh, Lanta. All right. Well,
All right. It is
Lion Piranha.
It is episode 3 of our
Yes,
season
of
that
our
we're in
series.
here.
Yeah.
We started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
Yes. And
Started
so
from the-
I
can't
wonder
finish.
if you and I bet you we could do a whole podcast where it's just random song lyrics or titles just dropped
If we could have a
into
whole
it.
conversation
We could totally do it.
with music lyrics.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
Thriller.
You know what I just found out? You're not going to know who she is, but Rashida Jones,
Rashida.
she is big into music and she has dance parties and like all the time for her birthday every single
What?
year. She does pajama jam parties. She forces people into wearing like
That's
just
kind of fun.
cozy pajamas.
I'm not even upset.
And then has dance parties and like she'll invite people and like she's got like famous friends because she is like Amy Poehler's bestie.
Yeah.
But like I was just listening to Amy Poehler's podcast and she was talking about how like if you don't know if you're gonna like be in the vibe to dance, then don't come because this isn't the party for you.
That's
Like,
kind of fun.
You're supposed to dance. And I was like, I really like that. I'm a really big fan. I don't know how I got to that. How did I get to that?
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
I was
Dance music.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. She's a music person.
To throw the ADHD thing even further, I was watching a comedian the other night, and I thought about you because he said his mom's favorite 5-syllable word was "I know you didn't just." Did your mom ever say that? I can see your mom say it. I know you didn't just stand in front of the refrigerator looking like you're gonna get food and not close the door.
She didn't say it often, but I've heard.
Have you heard it?
I've heard it a handful of times.
I was just curious.
I say
I could
it.
hear you saying it.
I
actually.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I know you didn't just look at me.
yeah. Like I'm pretty sure I actually just said that to Miles the other
All
day.
one word.
Miles is my oldest, and Miles and I are the same person.
Yeah.
And so sometimes he does things, and it was like he left something in the car that I literally had told him. Like
I know you didn't just leave that in the car.
No, it was his folder. He left it out of the car. So in elementary school, you have like a take-home folder where you put your homework in, yada, yada, yada. He's not wildly organized because he has his mom, who is also not wildly organized. And I, like, every single morning, if I could get paid for the amount of times that I say, put your socks on, put your shoes on,
Get used to
grab your backpack,
Yeah.
grab your folder, grab your lunch. If I got paid $1 for each of those phrases every single day, I'd at least make $200 in a day.
You'd send your kids to college for free.
I could. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyways, so like I had done the whole thing. We're walking out the door, and as of lately, they're in this like season of like, I hear you, but I'm not going to
Right.
act, which is driving me crazy. But anyways, so we like walk out the door. We're almost late, and I came back from the gym, and I look, and I see this kid's phone.
I know you didn't just leave
Sitting.
that folder
And
there.
I did. I was like, I know you did not just do that. You did not just listen to me tell you that you need to put this in your backpack. And then here it is sitting on this. Oh, I could have beat him with it.
When you get like this, I get scared.
No.
right.
I can't wait to see the fear of my friends' kids when I get
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Wait, no, my kids' friends.
from elementary school to junior high, today we're in high school.
We're in high school, baby.
Welcome to it. We're about to do this. All right, you ready? I'll
I'm
define
ready.
it. Here we go.
Here's
High school or senior high school.
Oh, it's
Because there's junior high school, which is
Okay.
junior high. It just
is
got
this
shrunk
considered
down.
secondary school in other countries?
Oh, you're going to find out.
Okay.
I know you didn't just dump on.
I know you didn't just skip forward.
I know you didn't just skip forward on me like that. right. Is the education students receive in the final stages of secondary education in the United States? If you would have just been patient and waited.
Well,
I'm just
patience is not something that I...
patience is a virtue, but not in my world.
I've been learning a lot about patience in Proverbs. Let me tell you, if you want to learn about
I know
that.
you didn't just pull the patience card. All right. In the United States, most high schoolers are anywhere from ages 14 to 18, but some ages could be delayed due to how their birthday coincides with the academic year. My kids will graduate late. They will be pretty close to 18. If not, they will be 18, I believe, when they graduate.
Oh, okay.
Most comparable to secondary schools, high schools can deliver generally 3 of the ISCED. Now, you probably have no idea what that is. So you ready?
Iced cupcakes. We'll learn how
That is the International Standard Classification of Education. And it is
was an S?
Yeah, It is a statistical framework for organizing information on education maintained by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. I had no idea that existed.
What the heck?
That's a lot. I'm not looking into it. High schools have subject-based classes. The name high school is applied in other countries, but no universal generalization can be made as to the age range, financial status, or ability level of the pupils accepted.
Wow. That's a lot.
I'm lost.
That's a lot.
I thought it was just
High
a place where
school.
kids went for 4 years. In North America, most high schools include grades 9 through 12. Students attend them following graduation from middle school, often alternatively called junior high school.
Yep.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so every single time that we've talked about this, I'm like, who was Jordan? So who was Jordan in high school? Did Jordan... I feel like there's a drastic change from freshman to senior.
My life, okay. First of all,
who was Jordan in high school?
Let's just throw this out there before we go any further. I loved high school.
Yeah.
I loved high school.
Yeah.
College was not a great experience for me. I got through whatever. I found the love of my life there. That was fantastic. I loved high school. I loved it. I loved it so much.
We had high school in a really good time.
Never had a group of friends. Had 3 guys that I hung out with. They were 2 of them were 2 years older than me. One was 1 year older than me. And
so you didn't have really anybody in your grade.
So they kind of graduated as I went. I just never had a group. I was always friends with everybody. I loved it. It was amazing. I loved it.
Love it. All right.
I don't even know how else to say it. I'm getting excited just talking about it.
You're not going to have any greases, are you?
Oh, I got greases.
Oh, do you?
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. I'll tell you what. The good thing the statute of limitations is gone because I am free to talk about high school as much as I possibly want. What about you? Come on.
So high school. Well, okay. So
we changed a little from junior high.
I changed a little bit from junior high. I was still really wild. No, I wasn't wild by high school, but I was still loud. So I moved a month into my sophomore year.
Oh, whoa. So you did 2 high schools. You had one for freshman year. Whoa, so you're in a different range.
I almost feel like my high school experience did not happen in my hometown.
That stinks for you.
And so, yeah. So you
have a skewed
I have
perspective.
A little bit of a skewed because then when I moved in and had eventually found a good group of friends. That's how I met Josh. I met Josh in high school.
That's crazy. You guys are high school sweethearts.
We are so cute.
Oh my God, this is so cute.
And when Josh met me as a sophomore.
Josh met you. You didn't meet Josh.
He did
Josh
not
met
like
you.
me.
What's up, dude?
He did not like me at all.
I love that you said that. No. He met me.
No. So, okay, because honestly, I was not on Josh's radar at all.
Okay.
He did not like me. He was like, I actually thought you were ditzy. He thought that I was dumb, and he didn't like that I was loud, which, okay, you're not a loud person. And so
you gave me that look, so I didn't say it. You just were like,
the only reason why I say that he met me is because had I not seen him at Cheaper by the Dozen play.
Oh, man.
I still have the tickets.
That's great.
But had I not seen him and been like, who is he?
You liked him.
You need to introduce me to him.
About that boy.
To our mutual friend.
Yeah.
Then because my school was massive.
Oh, you went to a big school. How big are we talking?
The big one up in
What did you where did you how big was your class?
over
Graduating
1,000.
class? Whoa.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
I'm at like 86.
Yeah. Well, that's how it was for me.
1,000?
And then we moved.
Wow.
It's gotten so big to the point that they have two high schools in the same town. It's gotten so big. So yeah, so I went from nothing to this massive school.
That's fantastic.
And so had I not like initiated the who is he, I need to meet him.
Sure.
We would have never.
That's unbelievable.
Never have ever even become friends. Nothing like that.
Okay, so
I had a skewed.
So that's fair. So what's your grease? Like let's get this ball.
Well, okay.
rolling.
So my first grease
with high school.
Come
on.
My first grease the town.
I don't even know where to start. But go ahead. I'm racking my brain right now as you're talking because there's like this could be a 4-hour episode. It's not going to be, I promise. But go ahead.
I'm going to start with lunch. I'm going to start with lunch.
I had open lunch.
So I started with open lunch.
Oh, and then you had to go into now we cafeteriaing it up.
We had a cafeteria situation. And I remember multiple times so as seniors at my high school, you're never going for a full day. Mm-hmm. And so you could just pop in for a couple of classes. And so I would just be a senior. I was a senior for 3 years.
Really?
No. But like I would tell the security guards, because we also had security guards, that like they would.
Didn't have those.
They would watch to see like what cars are going.
I had a shop teacher.
And
Mr. Cargill.
I would just be like, I'm a senior, I'm done for the day, and then
they just let you go.
Yeah,
they're like, man, she's been here 3 years.
Bye. Like she must suck.
That Wilcox boy, he might be onto something. She is a little airy.
So yeah, I would leave in the middle of high school, and I remember being like, why can't we do this?
Yeah.
Why? Like I could.
There's no way you could send 1,000 students out to roam the town. There's just no way.
There's a way.
Oh man.
And so I'm like, why don't we have this more often? Because I know that our town,
we do it.
They're like every once in a while I hear talks that it's gonna go away.
It's not.
Like, no,
it's not.
No,
there's no way.
It is like the fact that people have taken that away. It's so nice. Like even to just go home in the middle of the day to just like.
Oh yeah.
And just
I'd go to my buddy Luke's house almost every single day, just chill.
And I never got that experience.
15 minutes of just bliss.
Yeah, it's like so nice. Mm-hmm. And I remember like as a freshman, we would go. There was this on the corner of like our two main intersection. It was like a weird beauty salon, but
not anymore.
Now
it's
that's a different
shop.
podcast for a different day. But on the corner there was this restaurant. It was like a food truck that they just parked the food truck inside the building.
Yeah.
Best burritos of my
So you're like,
life.
hey, we could just run the food truck thing and do that.
Yeah, so we would just walk over there. I never walked home or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But I distinctly remember like missing that entire thing and wondering like, why can't we?
I could just hear the mom of like some farm kid, that goes to like a big gigantic school like that, and they're like, well, they get to go run the city for no. You'll die.
Like, I think what works for it in our town is like everybody has this.
We're all looking out for everybody.
Sense of like, if you mess this up, you're the person who
100%.
messes this up.
It's like the golf cart
accountability
thing. Like, don't wreck your golf cart.
Yeah.
If you wreck your golf cart, we can't have golf carts anymore, and that's dumb.
There's like this accountability. And so I feel like it would work for bigger schools. I don't know. If you're a superintendent, let me know.
You're going to have to tell us if that works or not, but I'm not sure.
But yeah, I missed being able
I'm so
to
sad
like
for you.
Because like I see all of these like people in our church who their kids come home for lunch, and there's like
my daughter just did 2 days ago
groups, and they all come with their friends, and like you rotate between the houses. I never got to experience that, and I am like so sad that I did not get to experience that. Or like when it was finals, they have like a hour long lunch, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of like the half hour or whatever it is. And so like I've heard so many people tell me in my town, like they would run to the neighbor town, which is like a 12-minute drive.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like total of like 40 minutes, but then you're trying to beat everybody else. You're trying to wait into a line. You're going to the complete other side of the town. And like you just miss that. Like I didn't get to.
And to be fair, like
that.
schools don't do it. Like
They
it's a
don't.
very rare thing anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's only, I mean, I'm sure it's in like the West Coast and the East Coast, but really like it's a Midwest thing.
I feel like the West Coast and the East Coast have like really cool lunches.
Yeah, because, well, like I remember when we were out in California for a conference, we were at this church and the church had like 4 buildings.
Yeah.
But in between all the 4 buildings are all these common spaces.
Yeah.
So it'd be like our rooms at church, but between like one building and the next, there's like picnic tables and
Yeah.
you're always out.
Yes.
So schools are kind of built like that. Like you go outside to eat all the time.
But we didn't get that because Midwest is Midwest.
I feel so
It's
sad
like,
for you,
I
man.
know. There's a couple things that I'm like, I didn't get to experience that because that's really cool.
That's
so
such a bummer.
it's one of my personal, very personal to me, Greases that I have. Go. Grease number 1 for Jordan.
I could roll on this. You get your heart broke.
Not me,
Busted.
baby.
You did it. Like you walked away with your spouse. I did not. Like talk about just heartbroken, crushed on the floor.
How long were you with her?
So I dated a girl pretty solid for like 3 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's intense.
We broke up and then we got back together. We broke up. Whatever the case is. And then my senior year, we had like broke up, and it was like just game on. It was like so fun.
So, okay, that's one of my Greases. Is like Josh and I we've never been a PDA couple.
Yeah.
But I remember in high school, so many people like making out on the lockers.
And
like,
fighting. So there's a lot of
we
fighting.
had one fight every day for the first 3 months of school.
Easily.
And I remember like watching them, and it'd be over like some guy, and it's like he has pimples all over his face.
It's always funny to me, like you should be fighting the girl. Like what? She just cheated on you with somebody else, and you're beating up that dude. Like you should be like looking at him, and be like, "Hey man, you're better than me. High five!" And then going off and like, I'm not condoning like hitting women at all, but like you're mad at the wrong person.
Yeah, there was a lot of like
High school was notorious for that.
makeup and breakup and like
Yeah. It was like, hey, Kenny, you made out with my girlfriend last night. I'm gonna beat you up. Like, maybe you should go yell at your girlfriend. She's the one.
Yeah, I remember a couple of those.
I hated that.
I don't understand why you're
Like,
mad.
what? You're mad at your dude because your girl doesn't.
He's getting play right now, and it's not like he's taking that.
Yeah, it's like, hey, aren't you dating Jordan? Yeah, okay. No big deal then? No. All right, so you're just going to run this then, huh? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of makeup and breakup.
I never understood why people were mad at the guy. Like,
no.
same with the girls. Girls
Yeah.
were like that too. I can't believe
Yeah.
he's got 4 girlfriends. Like, and our school was like, there were like, okay, so there was like the high school.
Yeah.
My whole, we already talked about this, but my whole like childhood is gone. But there was a high school, and then there were all these like other high schools that were in the country.
What?
So yeah, so like,
Oh,
so there was other
okay.
like,
Not the country of United States.
No, like in the country of like the
Yeah.
town or whatever. So like, it was not uncommon for somebody to be dating somebody like at our school and then also have like a side chick over like down the road or whatever.
Little side.
And I'm telling you what, man, all we had to do in the 90s was just like you said, like make out with some people. I'm sorry, but like that was life back then.
Well, we were never like, I never understood it, but I remember my really good friend, she was always like, I could not understand it. So the way that my high school was set up, we had letters as hallways.
Okay, yeah.
And so we didn't
Which is
have,
huge. It just proves how big it was.
Yeah, it was not like hallway 1. It was like A hall, B hall, and like.
And there's like double A hall and yeah.
And the only thing I remember was having to be in like F or G hall, F hall. And then I had another class.
I could just hear a 90s kid with F hall. Like, that's all I got in the back of my brain.
I would be like over there, and then I'd have to get down to Q hall, and we only had 5 minutes of passing.
Yeah.
But when there's 4,000 plus
people, you gotta go.
It was like, I'm bobbing, weaving, like, get out of my way type of situation.
It's like a New York subway system.
It was so busy. But I remember, like, my really good friend, she and her boyfriend always met in the hallways, no matter.
And just spent some time.
Just, like, held hands. And he was always so needy. And I remember always being like, girl, why you with
Why
that?
you with that dude? That's the other thing that's so good. Like your friends would be like, what are you doing, man? Like you don't even kick it with us anymore. Like and you'd always have that one friend's like, dude, leave him alone. Like we get it. We understand.
No, I never really liked her boyfriend because he was so whiny. And like, I went to school when it was like big emo days.
Oh, yeah.
And so like, you're like
little good Charlotte's walking
angsty,
around.
Yeah, like this angsty boy who's like crying in the hallway. And I'm like, pick yourself up. What you doing? Like, stop it.
I'll tell you what, man. You take out cell phones and things get weird real fast.
And we didn't have those.
And we didn't have cell phones. It was amazing.
We didn't have those. So
oh my goodness.
I will say, once I got settled, it took a good 6 months before I found my like people in my new high school. But once I found them, then it was like she was the person who like she knew everybody.
And when you find your people in high school, we talked about this last week with like junior high, like your entourage. Oh, your high school entourage is it.
Yeah.
Like it is like these are my ride or die homies.
I think if it was not for making friends with her name is Sammy. She's still alive.
Sammy.
But, and she goes by Sam now, which I'm like,
I like Sammy better.
But
anyway.
if it was not for Sammy, I'm pretty sure that my high school experience would have been far worse. Love you, Mom. But like the thing,
Sammy saved me from some stuff.
Sammy saved me from a lot because she was like, she wasn't a goody two shoes by any means, but like she did the right things.
Bro,
and like some of the friends that I hung out, I had a friend. His name was John Jacobs. I kid
John
you not.
Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
His name was John Jacobs.
That's fantastic.
And Josh and I would go over to parties at his house, and like
parties.
The house.
There's
party.
so much good going on right now.
We would go to parties, and like we'd be in the garage, that like
kicking
pongs
it,
happening. Like there's a lot going on, and I just remember like at one point I was like, how did I get?
What is happening?
How did I get here?
100%. And you weren't mad that you were there either.
No, not at all.
You were just like, you know what? This is my life, and this is where I'm at right now.
There's definitely been some times like with the extracurriculars of high school. I remember one time there was these like girls that I somehow became decent friends with.
Okay.
And I don't know.
You do find yourself in some weird crowds, right?
I know.
You're like, how'd I get here?
I don't know how I became friends
These
with
are not
them.
my people.
And I remember we went to a college party and like we were in a car with like college guys going from one of their apartments to the next apartment before we went out to a club. And I'm like, what are we doing?
We had a college that was 25 minutes down the road. We also had a college in town. That's a story for another day.
That's weird.
Oh man, it was nuts. Anyway, I got so many stories. But my buddies went there, so we would go visit them. So there was a couple times junior, senior year where it was like, just say you're a college kid, and you're like, you are not passing as no college. You don't even look like a college kid. Yeah.
We had clubs. So like in Kansas, that's where I moved to. In Kansas, you could go to clubs.
And you had to be like what, over 16?
Over 16.
Yeah.
And so like all of these people talk about like clubbing.
Yeah. They don't know.
But also like by the time that I was able to drink and go to clubs,
it's over.
It had already been
it's over. It's past.
Done.
Yeah.
And so like
the thrill is gone.
The thrill was gone.
100%.
Because, like, on the weekends, that's what I did. Was I would go and I would dance with all of my friends.
Putting Mad Dog 2020 under your belt is over.
Yeah.
Like we're good.
So yeah, I had a really good time in high school. After I got past the like
freaking loved high school.
6, so we're not gonna have any greases, guys.
I already got one. I gave you one. I mean, Devin, like the heartbroken. You're not in that boat, like for sure. No. There's the greasiest part of high school is the tension between parents. It's just so tough.
Yeah.
Because you are fighting so hard for independence.
Yeah.
And if you could look back, you would realize your mom and dad probably did have the best for you.
Oh,
and we're trying to help you a little bit, but you just wanted to be free.
Yeah, like for you feel like you can make accurate decisions for your life.
You're like, listen.
Yeah, like I know how to do geometry now.
Yeah. So let me tell you, hey, I can smuggle things under your nose.
Tell me about the Pythagorean theorem, and then we'll have something to talk.
See, I could never do that. I'd be out. My mom was like, "You are in elementary school math right now, Jordan." But you're a good talker, so there's that. Like you're taking elementary math for the second time.
Yeah. But yes.
Do you have any other greases?
Yeah. So I remember and it's gotten worse. So this isn't something that I necessarily experienced. My parents were really, really good about if you're going to say yes to something, you're going to stick with it. If you're committed,
stick with it.
Make sure that you make enough time for yourself. And
sure.
I feel it. And we kind of talked about it in elementary school too. But I feel like there is such a pull for high school students to have a job, to be, top of their class.
Did you work in high school?
Oh, yeah.
I worked in high school.
Dude. It was the best high school job ever. They put me in charge at 16.
Let me just run my grid. I got a grocery store at McDonald's. I worked at a camp for mentally handicapped kids.
I worked at Sonic and McDonald's.
I delivered pizzas. See, because
you delivered pizzas before GPS days.
I don't know if we ever talked about this before, but so in high school, I had a really sweet gig of taking care of mentally handicapped kids at a camp that was 12 miles down the road. But the deal was I always had to have a job. So if I wanted to drive and have a car and stuff like that.
Got it.
So I would get a job for the fall into the winter, and then I quit. Because I had a sweet job in the summer, that I loved. So then, as soon as summer was getting done, I had to get a new job. But it was always kind of sweet because I could just quit my jobs however I wanted, and people hated it. They're like, "What do you mean you're leaving?" I'm like, "I'm out. I gotta go hang out with my kids. See ya."
That's hilarious.
They're like, "Are you serious?" And the funny thing was, people knew me, so they'd look at me and be like, "Let me get this straight. You're gonna change mentally handicapped kids' diapers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like,
"It's gonna be awesome.
You like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's so fun. As a matter of fact, they're more intelligent than you are." So I quit.
Yeah, I stayed almost all in the food realm.
Oh, well, you still are.
I am.
Which shows something.
But I was McDonald's, Sonic, this rip Italianos. If anybody is in Derby, Kansas, let me tell you.
Don't do it.
No.
Oh, go.
It's
It's
done.
gone?
It's
It
done.
doesn't
It's
matter.
gone. Rest in peace, Italianos. But I worked at Italianos, pizza place. And fun
What
fact,
was your
there was a
grease?
dude. Oh, I forgot it.
It was gone.
There was a dude who got his arm stuck in the dough mixer
Get
at
outta
Italianos.
here.
I was not there for it because I would have thrown up all over the place.
I worked at Subway.
Oh,
Yep.
I almost said Freaky Fast. That's not the right.
You want to hear my 2-minute Subway story?
Go.
So,
Yes, you've told me about it.
have we told on air?
Yes, potentially with hiding.
God, my kid. You're gonna have to go back and do a deep dive if you want to hear it. It's so good.
That is a funny story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my grease though is there's an expectation for high schoolers anymore, to get into anything of what's the right word?
Contemplation.
To get into any kind of realm of success in the minds of any high schooler or parent, because a lot of parents find their identities within their children.
100%. Not in the 90s, though.
Not in the 90s.
There was a lot of times where parents were just like, whatever, do what you want.
So
I do not remember a ton of kids with their parents in the bleachers or stuff like that.
Something has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to be a high school student now, you have to have a job. You have to be top of your class. You have to have
There's so much pressure.
3 extracurriculars that you're doing projects for, and you have games on the weekends, and then you have
My mom was like,
clubs.
"You need to graduate. That's it."
Yeah, my mom and dad were like, "We're happy if you graduate
100%.
and walk across that stage."
Yeah.
Thumbs up. And cool, you play soccer. Love that for you.
Right.
But it was never you need to
Right.
to check off all of these things to be a successful human. And I feel now high school has changed a lot in that regard, because now I feel there's so much pressure
There is.
for high schoolers to be this perfect thing, when in reality I don't even do all of that.
Heck no.
So I don't understand why high schoolers think
Like
They knew this.
I thought in high school that this was how life was going to be for like the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I tell students this all the time, whether it's elementary school, junior high, or high school. It's a hard reality. Even college, I tell people this. I'm like, just remember, these might not be your friends forever. Like, if somebody would have just told me that in high school, been like, hey, I know you're having a good time, like, things are cool, but these people will not be in your life forever.
Which is a hard thing to grasp because at the time,
They're
you're
it.
like, this is my person.
Yep.
Like, Sammy and I, we hung out every single day. We, like, passed a notebook between one another, had, like, a nickname for each other. Like, it was a whole
And what's
thing.
weird is you still are connected to them to this day in that way,
Yes.
but you just don't see them.
At all.
Yeah.
Don't even talk to her. Not because, like, we had a falling out or anything. We've just drifted.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens in
This life.
real life.
This life.
But in high school, like, if anybody tells you that, you're like, what do you know?
I tell my daughter that all the
idiot?
time. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, these friends that you have, they're great. I love it. The odds of them being in your life forever are very, very slim.
I have one friend who we've been friends since we were 4, and she's the one that I talked
There's
to for
rarities, don't get me
5.5
wrong.
hours. But I mean, like, out of that,
Yeah,
the fact that Josh and I are married,
that's a rarity.
it's very rare.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, but yeah, I feel like my one of my biggest greases is like no longer can high schoolers have the same kind of fun,
Right.
Because they're so tied up. Probably because their parents lived in the 90s.
Oh,
and we're like,
100%.
yeah, we can't.
We're
be
like, yeah,
too-
you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. I did that, so you can't do that. That's like I can't remember. I was talking to a parent one time, and they're like, "Well, I've done drugs, so I can't tell my kids to not do drugs." I'm like, no. That's your reason to tell your kids not to do drugs. Like, and they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because." You don't want that for them, because it had side effects
It's
and there was
firsthand
things that happened.
experience.
Yeah. Don't like. That's me being like, I'm gonna try heroin because you know what? I've never done that before. No, don't do it. You don't need it. There's
Bad-
testimonies out there that people say
I've heard
don't
it's
do
not
that.
good.
Yeah, good grief.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just talking to my friend about our renovation, and she was like, the boys' bedrooms are going to be downstairs.
Oh, like your house renovation.
My
Yeah,
house
yeah,
renovation. So the boys' bedrooms are going to be downstairs.
Okay.
They're 8 and 7. So
Yep.
like that's fine. They're going to have egress windows, but then we're going to have 2 points of getting upstairs, and one of them goes directly to our garage. And she goes,
She's like, what are you doing?
you know what's going to happen with this extra door.
We're
And
just
I
gonna
was
put an alarm on
I
it.
do know. And so she was like, so how are you going to prevent that? And I was like, there's definitely going to be alarms on the
100%,
windows
yeah.
and on the doors.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
And maybe a camera.
yeah, I was like, I know that I snuck out. My mom caught me one time from sneaking out. She caught me a couple times.
Oh my.
And-
Yeah.
But I'm like, we sleep with the fans, so like I would never know. So I need to have some kind of alarm. And she was like, okay, because like you know how we were in high school. And I was like, I absolutely do know.
I came
which
home
is
one
why-
time. I like so late. Like so, I delivered pizzas till midnight, which I don't even know how my parents let me have that job. 3:30 to midnight. I'm on the loose in our town.
Like
delivering
during
pizzas.
the week?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like there's no way. And then I think it was 1:00 on the weekends. Anyway, it was like a Thursday night. I came home. I think it was like 1:30 in the morning because they would just go to bed. So I was like, whatever. I stay out how late as I want. And I put in car stereos and stuff like that. So I was fixing my car stereo. Came home, lights are all on. Like crap. Like this is not
no.
good. Walk up the driveway, or whatever. Walk in the door. My mom looks at me. I look at her. I put my keys in her hands. Went to bed. Like that was it. It was no discussion. There was nothing. And then I think it was the next day or the day after. She's like, Friday, you can have your keys back on Friday. And I was like, oh, okay.
So I had a very strict
You
rule.
messed up, right?
I had a very strict rule that every minute that I was late
Oh,
from
man.
curfew
Yeah.
was one day that I was grounded.
That's rough.
And I was late all the time. My dad can attest to it because he made sure that I was grounded every single time. But I remember, so I would work until like 10:30
Yeah.
because like you have to close and I had to count the registers and yada yada. So I would be like, oh, we're doing inventory tonight, and Josh's house was on
And it
the
just so
way
happened.
home.
Yeah.
And so it didn't look like I was that I was coming from a different direction because his house was on the way.
Yeah.
And so I would like swing by his house for like a half hour, just hang out. And then I'd be like, okay, I gotta go. And I remember like anytime that I was any later, my dad would be like, Kimberly.
It's over.
I was always grounded.
I was always Jordan Christopher. Jordan Christopher.
I always got the Kimberly. And I remember one time I snuck out and I thought I was good at it. So where we lived when I snuck out all the time. Sorry, Mom. She knows.
She knows now. Yeah.
But where we lived, there was a park in between Josh's and my house.
Yeah. And
so we would just like meet and hang out at the park and like walk around and stuff. But I would sneak out because like I would get to be with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I remember I was out for a long time.
Young love, man.
I was out for a long time one time. And I came back and like the door, I had it closed really nicely. And like somehow I was so silent. And I start walking down the stairs. I walk past the like couch and past the chair. And I start walking down the stairs. And then I hear my mom go, Kimberly Sue.
Oh,
and it was like the quietest
it's over.
Kimberly Sue. And I just froze. And I was like, oh.
It's over.
And I was so grounded.
Yep.
I was always grounded because I was
funny.
always late. I had curfew all the time and I never made it. So talking about time and my inability to read time. Yeah. So my biggest grace now is like I don't feel like high schoolers get to experience.
That's fair.
The same joy that like when we're talking about it and like smiles are upon our faces.
Oh, they don't have that. Yeah.
They get a sliver of it, but
they may have it in college is what I'm kind of starting to wrap my mind around. It depends on where you go and stuff like that. Do you have any graces? I have tons. I could list them all.
Once again, like my friend group was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like same thing. It was a completely different friend group.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different state. And so like just having a group of people who was kind of like she wasn't popular by any means, but she just knew everybody. And so that was my in to get to know a lot of people otherwise that I would have not have otherwise have met was really, really helpful. And so like to have a friend like that be willing to take you kind of under her wing was really, really awesome. Yeah. That was my first grace. That was my first grace. I loved art class too. I was an art kid.
Art class. I don't even care about school. School is so irrelevant to me. I was an art kid.
I loved it. And my photography teacher, shout out to Mr. G, he was the only reason why I never got in trouble for skipping lunch because I could sneak into his side door that went directly to his class.
You're like, I know this guy.
And he would just look at me and I'd be like, well,
hello.
I'm here.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm 20 minutes late, but I'm here.
That's so funny.
Yeah, what's one of your graces?
One? Oh, man. I just, like, I'm invincible. In high school, I do not die. Like, you don't even think about death. You don't think about anything. You put things into your body
you think about your girlfriend and your best friend.
Oh, that's it. There's no worries in this world. You could care. Your grades hit. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're, like seriously, it's what's going on Friday.
Yeah.
Right? What are we doing on Saturday?
Yeah.
And then, I got to go to church on Sunday because,
that's
church on Sunday. That's what we do. And then it was like, what's happening at lunch on Monday? I mean, there was so many things. There was so many things that were just so. You could eat whatever you wanted.
You could eat whatever. I used to every single day. I would get a baked potato.
Yep.
I would get some French fries.
Yep.
I would steal the cheese, and then I would get a Choco Taco. That was my lunch.
You're throwing that in your body. Like, throw that in your body right now. See what happens.
Soccer on top of that. Which is probably why I was able to eat that way.
100%. I watch Kareen eat before she runs in cross country, and I'm like, girl, I know you're not going to.
Your intestines okay?
Like, it's just wild to me what you can do. And everything is, every day. I need to work on this as an adult. Every day is the best day of your life. It's the most important day of your life.
You're excited to see everyone.
Yep.
You're excited to be in the class and like hear the drama. You're like everything. Yes. Everything is exciting.
Everything is exciting. Even the days that you get up and you're like, I'm going to get beat up today because I was definitely talking to Carol yesterday, and oh boy,
Yeah.
like Jimmy is not happy with me because there was a couple of those moments in my life that those.
Did
happened.
you ever get beat up?
Oh yeah, I got we were at I'm not gonna give like the context of the story.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very like whatever. But New Year's Eve, let's just say I got laid out. Laid out.
Oh no, Jordan.
Punched in the face,
Oh,
laid
no.
out. My buddy, so I blacked
That's-
out. I had no idea what happened. My buddy, I wake up. I'm in another house staring at my buddy's bathroom mirror, and he's got both hands on my nose, and he's like, okay, we're going to put this back to how it's supposed to be.
Jordan.
And I'm like, what's happening right now? I was like, we were over here, and now we're here. Like,
I don't remember who asked me this a while ago, but it was something of like, if you and Jordan would have met in high school,
Oh,
and I
would we have
was
been
like,
friends, or
we
like-
would have been? I said we would have been friends, but it would have been like we can't spend a lot of time because
Yeah.
we would get in trouble because
Yeah.
I egg on.
yeah.
And,
Be like, Jordan, do that. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay.
yeah, and yeah, that's exactly like I would be the one who's like, what do you think would happen? if
You're that
and
person
you're
just
like,
sits and watches.
"Got it."
This is going to
And so,
implode.
like,
Or whatever. It's
but,
going to
like,
be great.
I was like, no, Jordan and I, we would have been the best of friends.
Yeah.
But I was like, but we would have not been able to hang out because like we would egg on each other's bad choices.
That's why I loved my senior year of high
Mm-hmm.
school, because my senior year of high school, the girl that I was with for a long time, like we had just broken up. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still cared about her, and
Yeah.
it was devastating and heartbreaking. But dated a freshman for a little bit, and she was so fun. Like because she knew that my senior year needed to be like
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
So like we kind of went back and forth a little bit, but she was always kind of just championing like, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like she didn't
Yeah.
care. Like she's very much that way. Very, very free spirited in that
Yeah.
regard. Took like my third grade, like one of my friends that had been with me since like we've been like little kids. I took her to homecoming.
oh fun.
Like it was super
Yeah.
fun. I was homecoming king.
Oh, were you?
Like, I
well,
just-
yeah. If you were friends with
I
them,
didn't
yeah,
have a
that makes
friend
sense.
group.
Yeah.
Like it was just like that's what it was. And
Yeah.
what was super funny was the ceremony when they announced like homecoming king.
uh-huh.
The most popular kid sat in front of me, and he started getting up when they started to say like who got it, and then it was me, and I was like, oh, that didn't go as planned, did it? Did that work out the way you thought it was gonna? Like, whoops.
Yeah, I don't remember paying attention to literally any of my classes.
Well, it's just so weird because it was like when that happened, I was like, oh, like, because you don't
know.
like when you don't have a friend group, you don't know you don't have a friend group.
Yeah.
It was just always whoever was there, and if you're
Uh-huh.
down to have a good time,
Uh-huh.
I'm there for you.
Yeah, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, and I always hung out with those types of people. But I always I had like my girlfriends, but I mostly like was around guys because they were just dumb.
I was around both.
Like,
I was around both. Like I had a group of guys that just like super cared about, and then I've always gotten along well with females. Always gotten along well. With
and
females.
I've always gotten along well with guys. Like
Mm-hmm.
one of my best friends in high school that I worked with, he and I would go over to his house randomly, and he would like be playing his computer game, and I would be sitting on his couch and watching
Chilling.
And, like, and we're just like hanging out,
Yep.
making fun of one another.
Yep.
One of my best friends, and yeah, so
But I think that's another grace that I have about high school is there is no like whatever. You're hanging out with a girl, who cares? It's not like you're dating.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with a dude, who cares? Now, like I feel so bad for people because not feel bad for them. I'm sad for them. Let's just say that, because I saw this happen come to fruition the other day. Like a guy was hanging out with another guy, and they're like, "Oh, you gay?" And I'm like, what? Like, so now
can't
not
just
only do you have like back then you would hang out with people and it was like we didn't care, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. And now it's like you can't even hang out with a guy
there's
or a
always
girl.
this like romantic.
Yeah, it was like really weird
Push,
to watch
yeah.
it go down, because I was like, what?
No,
Like
we're
you're just kicking it with Terry, man.
we're just eating pizzas.
Like what in the world? Because there was like they were just like, if you have a best friend, it's almost like nowadays it's like, oh, you guys must be like intimate or together, and it's like, dude,
nope,
you need to calm down.
Yeah, nope, not at all.
I can't stand.
I
that.
blame romantic movies for that very thing.
Right.
Because
well,
a movie
true.
anymore can't be made without some kind of romance scene, and it makes me mad.
Or some sort of
time.
like angle.
Yeah, there's some sort of romantic angle, so nobody knows how to have platonic relationships with the like. This is an awesome friendship.
Yeah.
The end, like nothing else. And but like anymore, the world that we live in, people are like, well, you have to have some kind of twist, and it's like, no, like.
I mean, and I like even like podcasting wise, like I've like I had a podcast with Jessica, our children's director, for a while, and like you and I have podcasted, and it was like I think Bethany and I were talking about once, and she's like, you don't have any like guys, and I was like, it's just so easy for me to talk to girls, like in that regard, like it's just a different voice.
Yeah.
So and in high school, nobody cared.
No.
Like my friend,
like everybody cared, but like nobody cared.
Yeah, like my friend Meredith, we grew up together, so it was never like dating was never on the table. Like she was just cool. Christy Haas was the same way. You know, like all Natalie Turnbull, she was the same. They were all just my friends.
Just friends. Yeah.
And it was like, dude, you want to chill? And they were like, yeah.
Can we grace prom?
Maybe someday, because we're out of time.
I loved prom.
Or homecoming. You could do the same too. Dances.
We'll put that on. We'll put that on because we talked about it a little bit.
You're going to have to earmark that when we get done with this. We'll revisit it. Actually, let's revisit it when we have like the prom season come up.
Okay, yeah.
Because
got it.
that's going to happen.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to hear?
I
feel like we flew through this episode. It was just so fun.
I know. And that kind of feels like how high school is in general.
So
like,
fast.
There's just, you can't, from what we couldn't remember in junior high, you remember everything in high school. And everything, even though like you have heartache, is good.
Yep.
Everything in high school.
There's definitely emotions where you're like, just your nerves are just wrecked.
Yes.
But they go
You're
away.
Constantly worried about like who thinks that this outfit is weird, but nope, it doesn't. But anyways, I wanna know who's your favorite teacher? I had a favorite teacher.
That's fair.
His name was Mr. Bazee.
I don't even know if I can name my favorite high school teacher.
Yeah, he was my him and then my photography teacher, Mr. G. Those both were my absolute favorite teachers. They were, interestingly enough, both friends. And so I don't know if like that has something to do with it, but like I learned so much about history in 1 year than I had learned in my entire life. Yeah. And it's because of Boozy.
I'm going to go with Linda Ellison, who now is in like her final stages of life. So she doesn't even know who she is anymore or whatnot. She's the reason I got through it. She was the special ed teacher. So I had special ed study hall. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. I got a master's degree. So
Jordan.
What's up?
Look at you now.
So yeah.
Started from the bottom.
My grade point average constantly just went up. Like, because it couldn't go down.
You were like, listen, I'm rolling in low so I can make myself look really good.
I talk to people about this all the time because they're like, oh, I don't have good grades. And I'm like, I had a 2 point something. I think it was a 2.87 GPA in high school. I graduated with honors for my master's degree. So what's up?
So that.
Get out of here with the grade thing.
But she like helped you through it.
She read all my tests to me.
Oh, that's
nice. She read to me constantly. Like,
that's nice.
Yeah, she was the reason I got through school.
It's nice when you find a teacher that like sees you, not the way that you, but like sees you as a person.
Yep.
So I moved. Heater. She was my teacher when I moved, so I only had her for a month. Yeah. But like when I moved, I remembered like emailing her because we didn't have like texts or anything. Emailing her and being like, "Can I move back and live in your house?" Because like I missed it so much. But she was, I think, one of the first teachers that I ever had who saw like you are trying, you're smart, and she would like remind me you are smart because. For so long I didn't think that I was because I couldn't understand literally anything. Yeah. And so it is nice when you finally have a teacher who's like, nice, you got it.
I can vividly remember walking out of classes and throwing my books down the hallway. School is so hard for me. It was so hard. Same. That's why I loved high school, but I hated school. And I would throw it, and Mrs. Ellison, bless her heart, she'd come walking down the hall. She'd be like, "No, Jordan. Let's go over here and talk." And we had like these vending machines, and she would like give me a pop, and we'd sit down.
Nice.
And nobody else was there, and she would like brush the teacher back, like, I got him, and we would talk about it and then figure it out and then just kind of move on.
Yeah,
So.
academically speaking, it was really hard for me too.
Academically.
I remember like breaking down in an Applebee's one time at my family because like I just didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
And so like academically, no, it was not a good time.
School.
But the remainder of high school, like everything outside of it.
Yeah. If we take the school out of high school, it was amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, what was your favorite teacher? And I don't know.
I would say, who was your best friend and are they still in your life? I would love to know. Like and it could be one or two or maybe three people or whatever, but are they still around? If not, what happened? If so, like, how'd you keep it? How'd you keep that moving? Yours was easy. You just married him.
Yes. He, well, I think he's a product of like Stockholm syndrome. To be completely honest. I'm pretty sure.
That's fantastic.
Like his sister is a psychologist. Candace, you probably need to study Josh.
Case study right there in front of your face.
I was like, you are not leaving this school without dating me.
That's so funny.
But like, so I married him. But even that, like, we had some times where it was. Because we dated, I moved to Indiana, and he stayed in Kansas for 3 years, and so like that was a weird.
That's wild.
Before Skype, it was weird. So, anyways, but I think I would want to know if you are still friends with the people that you were friends in high school with. What was the size of your school?
Oh, yeah, that's fair. And are you still in the town? Like, if you're still in the town, that's a big thing.
So I've noticed in our town, like a lot of the people that I would have graduated with are still friends.
Yeah.
But it's a small, very intimate school. Where I am at, we're all Facebook friends.
Yeah.
But like nobody is really like they were in high school.
100%.
They're not like going to each other's weddings or anything like that. So I'm interested if you're friends with them. Did you go to a small school? Yeah. So.
Well, to all my homies in high school, if you found our podcast, I love you guys, and I'm sorry for everything I did to you. I mean, I get that $200 million easy from you guys. Hey, don't forget to share your thoughts with us. We love hearing from you guys. We're probably setting a record for the longest podcast here. But anyway, if you have stories or questions or even suggestions for future topics, hit us up. We will put the prom/homecoming thing down the road. So stay tuned for that. Rate, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends or family or your high school friends.
Oh, beautiful.
Throw it back to them. Be like, hey, check this out. Look what I'm doing now. Look at me now. Woo!
I'm making paper.
You can reach out to us on social media or through our website. Or we don't have a website. I was going to say my website because I put our episodes up there, which is jordanmuck.com. Or you can email us at greaseandgracepod@gmail.com. Until next time, it was fun to holler at you. Holler back at us.
Holler back now. What's that song?
Ain't no holler back, girl.
Few times we've been around that track.